In this video, I will attempt for the first time to survive 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. Yes, you heard it right, for the first time. And for this, I decided to strand myself on this deserted island. So let's get started. It is day number 1 and we are off to punch some trees. Alright, here's our first tree, our first couple pieces of wood, and we are off to a good start, I guess. We gotta craft some tools and find food. We do not want to starve on day 1. We quickly built a crafting table. Of course we did a wooden axe and a wooden pickaxe. And off we went in the search of some food. And we found some seeds. And actually we found a good amount of seeds. And now we needed to find a space to build a base and our farm. How many do you have? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seeds. Let's go. And with the farm in place, it was time for us to go explore this island and find some more resources. At this point, I was hoping to find some animals, some sheep, some cows, pigs maybe. But there was none to be found, and that got me worried. We made it to the top of the hill. We can see our little farm here. This is where we are planning to build probably our base. And this is our little island. On the one side is a sheer cliff. We're gonna try to stay away from this. Is this the moon? Oh, it's sunset. It is time for us to figure out how to survive the first night. So let's go. And we built a quick cave to escape the night. And we also built a furnace for us to make some coal from some wood. And we did have some wood left over. And with this, we were able to build a door to stay safe from the skeletons outside. And thank you to Optifine. With this and the 3 torches I had, we were able to start our first mine and work through the first night. And we were ready for day number 2. And when it was safe to do so, we exited our cave, we got some string, we planted some more seeds, and we went off to get some more wood. At this point, I realized that I was hungry, and it was only day 2, and there are no animals on this island. At this point, I realized yesterday when I was on top of the mountain, I saw some fish. I went around the island and started to hunt some fish. Here we go! We got some food. Don't hit a turtle. On our way back, we found our first iron and our first coal, and it was time now to cook and eat some fish. At this point, I realized that I had some string, and I had 2 pieces of string, which is enough for me to make a fishing rod. And with this, we finished day 2 going fishing. Yes. Overnight, we went mining, and we built our first stone sword. And here we are, day number 3, and we had a great idea to try out our new stone sword with this creeper here, but you know, first attempt was great and then I think everything went wrong, and whoa, we took our first damage and we had to close down our first creeper hole. And the day continued. We harvested our first 2 pieces of wheat, we lit up our farm, we built our first chest and started organizing our inventory. And we still didn't find any animals on the island, so what else can we do? We can fish. Day 4 started with a rainstorm, and I thought it was a great or very smart idea to go and explore the ocean. I went straight to the sunken portal where I found this. I as well went to explore a surrounding island. And here I found this sugarcane as well as some watermelon and bamboo. And how did you think we finished day 4? Yes, you guessed it right. Fishing. Oh yes, on day 5 and 6 I did some more fishing. Oh yes, I got a name tag, really? A name tag but no animals? I as well gathered some resources and I found a good amount of iron. Finally, I was able to get myself a full iron armor. Check me out. Oh yes, by the way, I found out that you can eat dry kelp. Winning! From day 7 to day 10, we were working on finding resources to finally build a house. But I also found a mine shaft. Oh my god, this is so amazing! And in the mine shaft, we found, finally, plenty of iron. And in a nearby cave, we found some friends and they were not happy at all. And we were in trouble, so much trouble. Oh no, run, run, run! And luckily, we got away, but this was way too close. We finally found some animals on our island, but not the ones I wanted. I found, oh my god, what's this? A wandering trader? So I decided I'm gonna steal those llamas. At least something. And there was a slime, so I was fighting the slime and you know, why not? And I think we made a little bit of a mess. Don't know when we're gonna find the next slime. And at the end of day 10, I felt strong enough to stay outside through the night, but realized, oh my god, there's the phantoms. And so I decided to fight the phantoms. Why not? I can use some membrane maybe one day. Suddenly I realized I can use string to make wool to make a bed. How easy was that? And here I am building my first bed. And at the end of day 10, finally I was able to sleep in a bed. It was time to build a home. From day 11 till 18, I finally built a house with all the resources I was able to find on the island. And here it is, my new place to call home, my first structure on the island. I have my crafting setup, of course, and my brand new storage where I will start organizing my inventory, and upstairs my bedroom, some work to be done here, and my bedroom of course has an amazing view of the sunset. And with this, it's time to say goodnight to day 18. On day 19 and day 20, we spent the whole time down in our mines and we found our first diamonds. It took us though till the end of day 20 to get enough diamonds to build our first diamond pickaxe. Our thirst for diamonds continued, and it actually took us till day 23 to have enough diamonds for a full set of diamond armor. Here we go, let's check it out! On day 24, the Nether was calling, and we went back to our mine to find obsidian. And with this, we built our Nether portal, hidden away, safe from our base. We had a good night of sleep, and it is day 25. We are a quarter of the way to 100 days. And today is the day we are heading to the Nether. A place I don't want to go because I usually die in the Nether. So we have no choice. We want to move on. So here we are going to the Nether. Okay. It's actually not a bad place for us to be. It actually took us only a couple seconds to realize that we were not wearing any golden armor and we were in trouble, so much trouble, and we were running for our life again. And luckily we had a golden apple that saved our life and we were able to get back to our island. We grabbed a golden helmet and decided to give the Nether one more chance. We decided to fortify our gate and went off to explore. The Crimson Forest gave me new hope in the form of pork chops and leather. You say leather? Is there a chance that I maybe could do an enchantment table one day? And suddenly, there it was. A Nether fortress, a structure that we were not ready for yet and had to wait for a little bit longer. On our way home, this friend made us lose our golden helmet. And again we were in trouble, running for our life as fast as we were able to home. It was day 28 and I did not want to go back to the Nether. It was time to have a break, to work on my base, gather resources and improve my farm. I had so much fun building, I decided to improve my mine entrance as well. And here it is, my mine entrance and my farm. Hopefully at some point I'm gonna get more different kinds of vegetables to grow. And yes, I'm super happy with this. What about you two? These are my two only friends, right? Ignoring me. But I think they need a house. They need a place to be safe. So maybe we should build something. And so I decided to build my two llamas their own home. Let me introduce to you the llama stable. Alright, the fun was over. It was time to get serious. The clock was ticking. We decided it was time to get some more resources, including diamonds. We also continued fighting hoglins to get their leather, with the hope that soon I can build an enchantment table. It was day 45 when we found a zombie spawner. And what? Beetroot seeds as well? We decided to quickly build a simple zombie XP farm, with the hope it's gonna be worth it one day. And as we were waiting for a special sunrise, the hunt for leather continued. And here we are, the 50th sunrise. I can't believe how far we have come and that I am still alive. And if you have been watching this video this far, a big thank you to you. And of course, I would appreciate it if you could like this video and click on the subscribe button. Oh yes, it was finally time to grow the beetroot seeds. On day 51, we went back to the Nether. Some important resources were needed. Not only more pork chops and leather was needed, but we decided for the first time to enter the Nether fortress, because we had no choice, but we needed blaze rods. It was not long until we got our first blaze rod, but it was only getting harder from here on. The wither skeletons joined in and we were in for a fight. We even got a wither skeleton skull, what a gift! And now it got messy and we were in for it. It was all or nothing. And what is this? A zombified pickling jockey, really? Okay, let's refocus. Many more blaze rods were needed, right? Home sweet home. Looking good. Next, I needed ender pearls. Things were slowly coming together. I knew I could trade gold with piglins for ender pearls. I decided to go back and strip mine, but found everything but gold. The large cave I found early in the game was my only option. It wasn't my top choice, but I knew I can get gold here. So we went, fighting zombies and creepers, and in the end, it was all worth it. But at some point, we knew it was time to go back. And on our way home, we met up with this little guy. Oh no, is this the end? No, it wasn't. We survived one more day. Safely back home, we smelted our gold and went off to the Nether to trade with the piglins. It did take us some time until we got our first ender pearls. Yes, let's go, 4 ender pearls. This was very exciting, but at the end, I used all my gold and I only had 4 ender pearls. On day 59, I changed my strategy. I built a pier and decided to leave the island in search of an end portal. We needed to know how many ender pearls we really needed. And on day 60, I threw my first Eye of Ender. It was time to leave our island on a long journey to find the stronghold. Our inventory packed with everything we needed. Once we arrived at the mainland, we decided to throw the Eye of Enders the second time, to confirm our direction. We shortly after came to an ocean, where we threw the Eye of Ender again to confirm that we needed to cross the ocean. And as the day ended, we came to a frozen ocean where we decided to sleep. And on the morning of day 61, the next throw. Where did it go? It changed directions. One more throw to confirm the new direction. And it happened here when our first Eye of Ender sadly broke. We continued our journey with 3 Eyes of Enders left. And at this point I was worried that the stronghold will be under the ocean. The next throw confirmed that I did not need to be worried and that our journey will continue on the mainland. But things changed quickly, and so did the direction of the Eye of Ender again. I think we have arrived, and it is now time to dig down. And yes, we have made it! On day 61, what an achievement! Now it was time to get lost in the stronghold. And of course we couldn't find the end portal right away, but we found a library and an ender pearl. And this, yes please, thank you. And at this point I realized I had all these books here. I was now able to build an enchantment table. Why didn't I think of this earlier? And finally, there it was. I found it. The one and only end portal. Of course, I had to break the spawner. And here it was. The moment of truth. How many eyes of enders will I need? Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't super lucky after all. And I need 8 more. I knew I wasn't ready for the ender dragon fight yet. And I needed a little bit more time. I decided to make my way back home through the Nether. And it took me some time to find my way home, but I did at the end. Oh, hello friend. I would say this was a very successful journey. And finally, it was time for us to build an enchantment table. Welcome to day 65, where we will do our first enchantment. We first decided to enchant our sword, and we did not get a good enchantment, but check out what we got for our pickaxe. Amazing! Now we can mine more gold and trade more and get more ender pearls. Now we knew what our next mission was, to get 8 more ender pearls, and we traded all the gold we had with no luck. We were mining for more gold and trading with no luck. The best thing that happened? I found pumpkin seeds. And we were looking for more gold and more trading with no luck. No ender pearls. Really? And while looking for more gold, I saw something. Did you see this? Did you see? Did you see it? Did you see the blue particle? Is this... Could this be? Could this be a warp forest? Could this be that we found the home of the Enderman? Yes, we did. This changes everything. And we didn't waste any time. The hunt for the missing ender pearls was on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Can you believe it? 9 eyes of ender? And even an extra one for an ender chest? What? Next step? Bow enchantment. Let's go, infinity bow. Come on. No, okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. This is pretty good. Okay, one more try. No luck. Okay. But luckily we got a carrot in our XP farm. Golden carrots, here we go. We also needed some potions for the dragon fight, so we built this very cute potion brewing hut. And here it is, our potion brewing hut, and I really like this build. I think it turned out really good, and I love all the little details, and even the inside is looking pretty well done, and we are ready to brew our first potions, getting ready for the dragon fight. Of course, the first potion we did was slow falling, and we needed more power. Yes, 4 minutes of slow falling. Of course, next, potion of strength. And we upgraded to 8 minutes of potion of strength. And why not? Potion of healing. And we couldn't forget to make some golden apples and golden carrots. And I think, very important, we couldn't forget about the carved pumpkin. And luckily I was able to upgrade my sword, and I did end up with some not so bad boots and some feather falling. Yes please. Let's go. And with all this, we were ready for the dragon fight. Alright, here we go. Let's hope our math was correct, and here comes one of the best sounds in Minecraft. And here we are, ready for our and a dragon fight, and I can't believe we made it this far. Fingers crossed, wish me luck, and here we go. We actually landed on a really good platform, and we didn't waste any time. Tower 1 and Crystal 1 was waiting, but first we needed our potion, Feather Falling and Strength, and we took aim for Crystal number 1. And here goes number 2. And next we had to pillar up to destroy Crystal number 3. And now the dragon was angry and he attacked us and we were flying through the sky. Was this the end? Was this it? No, we survived. Thanks to Feather Falling. Here we go, one more crystal destroyed, and on our way down we were able actually to get some dragon breath. And another crystal bites the dust. And at this point we knew we were close and only a couple crystals were left. If our calculations were right, this was the second last crystal. And looking at the dragon, we knew the last crystal was on the other side. With only a couple arrows left, we pillared up and destroyed the last crystal. And with this, the dragon was angry and went after me all or nothing. And again, I was flying through the sky and I was hoping again that my Feather Falling will save me. And it did. Thank you, Feather Falling. And with all the crystals destroyed, it was easy. We knew what to do. We needed to hit the dragon again and again and again until... Oh, we did it! Here we go! What an achievement! Get all the XP, let's get a dragon egg! We did it! And it's time. It is time to go find an elytra. We grabbed the dragon egg and we knew we needed to quickly go home to rest before we are getting our elytra. Home sweet home. Back home I needed to get ready to go find an elytra. I only had enough gunpowder to make 24 rockets, which wasn't enough. I needed more gunpowder. I quickly made a looting sword and went off into the night to hunt creepers. I tried my luck on the dark side of my island. But unluckily, everything else than creepers spawned. I enjoyed my new sword, but I needed creepers. And I didn't find my first creeper till the night came to an end. With 4 more gunpowders, I decided to sleep through the night and get rid of the phantoms. The next day, I fought a creeper in the mine, and while waiting on night to come, I brewed some more potions of slow falling. The next night was more successful, and I ended up getting a stack of rockets. And before we were leaving for the end, I decided to get a very powerful bow, with of course infinity, but this costed me all my XP. But now I was ready to go to the end and find the elytra. And for the second time to the end we went, and this time we took the portal to the outer islands. We spawned on a small island and needed to make our way to one of the larger islands. We started exploring and it was really fast until we found our first ant city. And did it have a boat? Wait, oh yes it does. This is crazy. How fast was this? How fast did I find an elytra? Alright, let's go and get that elytra. I didn't have any milk, so all I thought of, let's have some slow falling potion instead. And of course we had to fight our way to the elytra, and our bow actually turned out really handy. And I got my first shulker shell. And it wasn't long until we started to attack the boat. And 2 more shulkers gone. And we were so close. Only 1 more enemy was in our way. And there it was. Our elytra. Finally, what an achievement. Something I didn't think was possible a couple days ago. And we did it. And the 2 chests were kinda disappointing. But there was one more thing that we needed. The dragon head. And we were ready. We were ready for our first flight with the elytra. How beautiful, how amazing. It's just the best. And believe me or not, but we weren't flying for very long until we found our next ant city, and this was much larger and had another boat, another elytra for us. Let's go. This boat had much better loot for us, and of course our second elytra. And we needed this, because at this point we didn't have mending yet. It was time to go home, and of course, we got lost, and it took us some time to find our way home, but at the end, we did. It was good to be home with an elytra. Check me out. I can't believe I did it, but the elytra was almost broken. Luckily I had a second one, but before using the second one, I needed to get a book of unbreaking. And of course first we needed some more XP, and what's the easiest way to get more XP than a simple Enderman farm? I'm so sorry for all the horrible noise. And with this we got our unbreaking book, and we're able to add this to our elytra. And now it was time for our first flight around our island. Check it out, what a beautiful place. I can't believe how far we have come in the last almost 100 days. And oh yeah, by the way, we now have frogs on our island. And with our 100-day challenge almost coming to an end, we needed to finish one more thing, and that was a monument for the dragon. I am actually really happy how this monument has turned out. What do you think? For the last couple of days, I spent hiding all the torches. I finished up some projects, I cleaned up everything, and I even had some time to work on my bedroom. I was hanging out with my new friends and finally had some time to listen to my records. And finally, there it was, sunset number 99. How beautiful. And here we go, sleeping through the night for the last time. Alright, here we go. It's day 100. I can't believe we made it this far. And this is a very exciting day. Let's go and check out my world. As you can see, I finished my bedroom and the upstairs is looking much better. Still some space for improvement maybe in the future. My starter house, I think it's pretty good for what I had to work with. I really enjoy actually the side over here leading to my enchantment table. And I really like the enchantment table that is right here in this tree, and can't believe we actually did it. There was definitely a time where I thought we're not gonna be able to get an enchantment table, and I really like this build here, super cute. My potion brewing house inside is looking very nice as well, and the sides, love it. And of course our nether portal with a frog and our turtle that has been here forever. And our farm pretty good as well. We're now growing as well carrots, pumpkins and radishes again. Something I wasn't sure if we're going to be able to make it. Our mine entrance, pretty cute. And then upstairs we have our stables for our llamas, but the llamas, they disappeared. Very strangely. And I have no idea how they were actually even tied up. And this is the mystery of my world. And if you have an idea how they could have disappeared, let me know in the comments below. And then here we go, our monument to the dragon. I think this is a really cool build. It was fun to do. And yeah, this is my world. I'm super happy with it. I can't believe what we have achieved in 100 days. And I think this is pretty much it. We do have to wait for this day to end to make it to 100 days. But now I like to say thank you very much for watching. And if you liked my video, please leave a like. And don't forget to support my channel by subscribing. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time. And I would like to know your opinion in the comments below if you like me to continue in this world and play another 100 days. We would be able to leave the island and get lots more resources and get lots more fun things done. So let me know in the comments below how you feel about this. Alright, we did make it to the end of today, and this is the end of our 100-day challenge, and we made it. Such a big achievement. And what else to do to watch our last sunset than fishing?